What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Squad Junkies. As you remember, on the last how-to video we did a homemade chain adjuster. Today we're going to show you how to change your throttle tube and a couple of different options for you. So what we have currently on aerial is we have an R6 throttle tube, and what that does is it gives it a shorter throw as far as wide open throttle. And to show you the difference between that and the stock one, which we're going to switch to here to show you guys the difference, we're going to take this little ruler here. We're going to lay it against the brake lever here. That way we have a really good idea of how far this goes. So we'll make sure that's down and flat. It's down and flat here. So to go wide open throttle with the R6 throttle tube, brings it to there. Back down. Wide open. So now we're going to show you guys how to switch out your throttle tube, and then we're going to show you the difference between this and the factory one. What you want to do to make it easier, what I found is removing this throttle cable here, and by doing so, there's a nut at the top. You want to remove that nut, or loosen that nut, and that way you can back that nut off. Try not to move the bottom nut so you know where your previous adjustment was, and then once you have that loosened up enough, you're able to pull it out and disconnect it from the throttle body itself. And this is going to give you a lot more room to work up top, which you'll see shortly. Then you want to remove the casing to your throttle tube here. It's got a couple of Phillips bolts underneath. Man, somebody really put those back in there. Okay, now you got your cover off. You have access to your throttle tube here. So now that you remove that from the bottom, you have a lot more room to work here to remove the throttle cables. You can try to do it without. I found that was not very successful, and your throttle tube is removed. We'll switch the grips out on this shortly. Now we have our OEM throttle tube, or your new one. These will go only one way. I'm going to hold those in place, reach down, pull your throttle cable tight like that. Make sure everything lines up. Put your cover back on. You want to try not to use a screw gun on these because it is plastic. If you spin it too fast, you can burn the threads. So it is best to use hand tools on an occasion like this. Alright, now we can go back down here and reattach our cable. There, make sure it runs in the channel. Put it back up here and tighten your nut back down.
And it's best if you don't have your stock airbox.
Yes, if you have your stock airbox, you do want to remove it prior to trying this because it will make your life a lot easier. and you want to check and make sure everything works freely. Now we'll check to see if the throw is any different. Okay, now that you've got your throttle tube installed, we can go ahead and measure the throwback like we had shown you before. This is the stock throttle tube. The big reason why you do this is to get rid of a lot of that slop in the throttle. The R6 does not have that slop. That pretty well concludes on how to change out your throttle tube on your Honda Grom. And if you guys have any questions, be sure to let us know. Remember, if you need some energy, check out Ray's Energy. We got a coupon code listed in the description, Squad Junkie. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe for more, and until next time, peace.